Sorry for the noise.
All right, I think we've got sound. We had some issues this time, and we are getting a very late start because it turned out that the update on OBS, Streamlabs OBS, ruined the sound, and they had to give us a workaround of how we could do it. So, that said, let me see about getting some videos up here on the screen, and we'll see what we've got. I need the photos off. You're getting to see what I usually have done when I'm doing it ahead of time, but now I'm having to do it the hard way here as we come up on the screen. Let's see, Riz is not on video, Mike's not on video, and so I need their photos. And I need Mike. We have had so many issues, it is really crazy. All right, this one is, I need this one to be here. I want to thank Brett, aka Durock, for doing the research to find out a solution to the issue. It was driving us crazy, and for a little while we thought we weren't going to have a stream tonight because of the sound issue, but we have it now. Lynn has a video, so let me activate hers and take off her picture. And it's set up on the wrong, so I got to slide it over. We've had a couple of weeks with Mike having to be off, so things have been a little different.
My cat just put my leg to sleep. Don't you perhaps
Those two don't have it. Okay, those two don't. I've got the correct Brett one. It's a little bit cockeyed on there, but it's good enough that it will function so we can get this show on the road. That was very frustrating to have that happening. Get mine pushed over just a bit so you can see the snowy mountain of the Amber Temple behind me, and we are good to go. Let's see, where are we here? When we left off last time, when our intrepid adventurers finished at the end, they had had several encounters with big lumps of amber which spoke to them, various things going on, and they eventually, after several fights, including some very rough fights with some Nothics and some other things, they decided to hole up in a room that they knew they could kind of get away in. Some assassins had been holed up there for the same reason. So Sylvia created her tiny hut in this room, and they barred the door and settled down for a long winter's nap. in this, all nice and cozy, and knowing that they were well protected. Anything that burst in the door would make a noise in time, that well protected inside the tiny hut. They could make any plans that they needed, so they knew that they were safe. I want Epotus, Vlad, Dirok, and Victor to give me a perception roll.
All right.
And suddenly, what?
Let me
And
turn
suddenly,
on
old 20
the
doesn't want to
die
remember my
rolls
password
here.
anymore.
Good. Opponents won't notice when I kick him in the face while he's sleeping.
Yes,
Oh, God.
I will make that point that Dirok and Epotus are sleeping as far apart from each other as the tiny hut will permit, which is, only about 10 or 15 feet apart, but they are trying to get as far apart as they can in this area because they had a disagreement and wound up going at it and smashing each other in the face.
We broke up.
Yeah, they got a divorce. And
Can't get a divorce if you were never married to begin with.
It was one of those nasty breakups.
it
Did
was
it mean nothing to you?
common law
Yes.
marriages are legal, and you have to get a divorce.
And this is the part where we're playing the Taylor Swift song Bad Blood for the two of them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, that's your song right now.
Nope.
That is it.
Nope.
Yes.
My song is I Knew You Were Trouble When You Walked In.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Um,
I'm
and
noping right
Bad
out of
blood.
it.
I'm bad blood, hands down.
Victor, having worked hard to pull some of his dirt into the room from his cart and various things, he is awake, but he's kind of not sure what's going on. He kind of hears some sounds in the distance. Dirok hears it, but it takes him a little while to wake up. Epotus is absolutely sound asleep. He doesn't even wake up when the noise occurs. And Vlad wakes entirely up and hears the entire thing, complete with his and immediately manages to get his little magic coin that he is keeping his light spell on. The first thing that Vlad notices when he wakes up is the door is open, which you had barred it the night before. The door is open and you are able to see out into the hall. It takes him just a moment, and it takes Dirok a few moments more, to realize that what woke you up was an unearthly screech and scream. And the thing seemed to have gone down the hall and is disappearing out into the blackness because everything is black out there, there's no light. It has disappeared out, and it is disappearing into the distance. The sound is getting less. It is clearly moving away from you, so you are hearing less and less of it as it goes. Something has screeched, and it's a woman's sounding voice. It sounds like a female voice, very sultry woman's voice. And you hear this maniacal laughter, and the last thing you hear as the sound fades away is free.
Ooh,
And then
was it?
Vlad, as he looks back into the room, realizes that there is no tiny hut.
Vlad is going to. This is before we finish our long.
It says before you finish. This is in the middle of the. You don't know if it's night or day because it's always night in here. But it's in the middle of your rest period. You had fallen asleep, but hadn't completed it.
I will point out, if we're benefiting from the long rest, that means we don't have armor.
Yeah.
Vlad is
Derek would
going
be
to
up.
crawl. Vlad is going to crawl over to the door, trying not to attract any attention. Do you need me to get a stealth roll?
No. Their perception is their perception.
I'm going to smack the ground and cast Stone Shape to make a locked door.
You don't
Where?
want me to go out there to see what's going on?
No.
So you're going to...
Is that Dirok asking that?
Yeah, that's what Dirok is asking.
Oh. No, I want us to finish.
So you are
As much as
sealing
what we
the
can-
door again.
I'm not.
Well, that's just like hitting the
I'm
snooze
making-
button.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm making a new door out of. And it says I can pop it on there.
I am being PG-13 right now.
This is going to be
Rolls
interesting.
over like something seems a little bit off.
All right. Now,
Well, let's save him
Lad,
of the
as you
spirits.
finish this, and apparently we're not quite as on top of the perception as I thought you were, all of you, and with this noise and people moving around and Dirok asking questions, eventually Apotus wakes up, but he's heard none of this. The noise has bothered him and he is waking up.
I had a dream that I was listening to a child screaming.
Yes, just leave your night light off.
As you are all waking up, all of you look around to make sure that nobody was injured, and do you notice anything as you look around among your members?
Yeah, I already noticed. Where's
Something,
Sylvia?
something seems to be missing.
Where did Sylvia go?
Put your door back down.
It exists. I can't put it away.
Then I will put it away. I'm gonna make my... Oh. I have
It's
control of
open.
everything.
It's a door you can open and close. I didn't make a wall. I made a door.
Let me do a wisdom
Durak's
check
just
here.
going Minecraft mode. He's gonna put the door in his pocket.
Okay, so I look down at the door. Is there a handle?
Yes. Well,
I tried to jiggle the handle.
Actually, I don't. It says I can make.
I made this! I didn't know what I made!
Well, I've never
It probably has a
You
handle.
said you made a door. Is there a door handle?
I mean, it's a slab of stone, but it is still a door. So I guess that's up to DM discretion whether or not I can put a
Give
door.
me
Oh my
a
god,
dex-
you locked us in.
Yeah, that's what
Is
I
there a
was...
door handle?
I can. It's open.
Epotus starts
I'm asking the
putting on...
DM. I'm asking the DM. DM. is there
Epotus
a
starts
door?
putting on his armor. Give me 10 minutes.
So,
I don't need to put on. I don't need to wait 10 minutes. I don't. wear
today's
armor.
session is brought to you
I-
by, please remember to read your spells. Always.
Well,
Exactly.
I know it can open. It says it's a door with a bar, so it can be barred. I just don't know if I can put how fancy I can get with the handle. If it's just like an opening that you pull and push, or if it's like an actual.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
You
just a
create-
giant version of one of those bathroom bar thingies.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Hey, the object you create can have up to 2 hinges and a latch, but finer mechanical detail isn't possible. It has a latch. A latch means it has some method of locking and moving it. A latch is the complex mechanism that's the whole thing there. So yes,
I'm still
it
not hearing
has-
the handle, so I'm knocking
it-
on the door now. They'll be let out.
It could have, I mean, certainly if it can be barred, it would have the brackets that would allow the bar to slip in, so it would have methods of opening it. Yes, you could open
Yep.
it.
I'm still knocking on the door.
Vlad leans over and opens the.
Thank you, Vlad. And I go outside.
Why did that take 15 minutes to discuss?
Yep. I'm looking down the hallways.
The hallway is quite empty. You can see with your night sight, you can see a little ways out into the main room out there because you've got a good sight, so you can see a ways.
Yep.
But-
Just so that it's made aware, I am equipped with my spear and shield. I will tell to the back, if I'm not back in 10 minutes with your armor, be prepared for anything. And I'm gonna go... I guess more this way. Can I see anything, either the hallway in front of me or hallway further down?
You can see out into the room. Nothing seems disturbed out there. It looks pretty much the way that you had left it out
Okay.
before. That seems it. You can see down to the end of the hallway. The door at the end of the hallway where you guys left the flame skulls, you slammed the door behind you and left them alone, seems
Yep.
intact. There is nothing open in that room. And the door to the amber piles that you guys explored is open. Not terribly unusual because I believe you left that door open, but it is, however...
We do leave doors open. So which one is it? Is it this one, or is it
No.
this one that you were just telling me? The
This
other one?
here. That one.
I'm gonna check this door first. I guess I don't see anything.
Nope, that room is empty, just as
During-
empty as you left it.
While Duroc is exploring, I'm going to use my second 4th level spell to cast Locate Creature.
Okay.
Oh, you won't actually need to. I think I found her.
And Duroc does indeed, when he comes down, he finds Sylvia in that room, and in front of her, as she is standing there looking however she's looking, you notice that there is a pile of amber shards on the floor.
I am looking absolutely flabbergasted, shocked and horrified. And also, hearing someone approach, I jumped like 10 feet because, holy shit, it was quiet like a few seconds ago.
I carefully come into the room, knowing what just happened, assuming that what just happened, and I'm gonna say, Sylvia?
Yeah, hi. I heard the scream, and you guys were kind of still asleep, and I was already awake, so I came to check it out, and I found this.
Insight check.
Sylvia,
I don't need an insight check.
Sylvia, give me the count. Let me whisper it to you, so because I don't know if you know what you need to give.
Yeah. Oh my god.
She literally
11.
can't tell that. She has
No.
a plus 13 to deception.
Yeah, I am telling the truth, good sir. I came in and found it like this.
And the other door is still barred. It doesn't
Yeah,
look like it's been tampered. I'm talking to
Yeah,
what I.
Yeah, it looks just like you left, because you guys immediately when you saw those, you just like noped out of there and slammed the door behind you, and it's like you left it. I mean, the door will open. You have already broken the magic seal, but it is closed.
All right. Then I go to Sylvia. Well, what did they look like?
When I got here, no one was here. Like, it was the weirdest thing. I'd stepped out the hut for a second because I had to pee, and honestly, in that kind of a small space, kind of not the greatest thing to have to use the bathroom. So I was out in the hall, heard the scream, came down here real quick, found it like this. Nothing. I mean, I scratched myself on the amber, and I'll show him that my hands are a little bit cut up.
Quite severely cut up, I might add. There's
Yeah, I kinda
a whole
tripped.
section alongside each hand, like on the outside of the pinky, that the skin has been completely cut off, and there's almost like a hole on each side of her hand.
Yeah,
Alright.
And I'm just gonna show him the shard of glass that kind of matches where the thing was. Like, yeah, I kind of fell into this, so I mean, I don't know what broke out. I have no idea.
All right. About how long ago was this scream again?
Just like minutes ago, probably. At this point, you had to search down the hall, so let's say less than 10
Plus,
minutes.
also get
About
that door.
10 minutes.
Plus, also
maybe.
get that door open.
Yeah, let's just say 10 minutes for the purpose of things. So, Vlad, if you had a 10-minute cast, it would be cast.
They can't be far now. Stay here. Well, Vlad will come and get you, and I'm gonna go dashing out in there.
Back to the room.
Derek, what's going on?
Something broke one of the amber piles.
I'm just
it's
going
trying to escape right now.
Walk out and head back to the room.
Wait, why? Hold on. Where's Sylvia?
I'm right here, and I'm just gonna like keep my hands above my head and just keep walking to the room.
I'm running out, and I'm giving chase to whatever it is that broke that thing.
Okay,
Hold on.
I'm already out.
Why did you leave?
Let me, yeah, I'm going to set this where there's no fog of war, and just the dynamic for tonight. Because of the scenario, it'll work better. Okay. You do not see anything, there are noises. There are always noises in here. This place is full of noises. But rocks tumbling down, wind whistling down the corridor, sound of maybe some laughter in the distance that you can identify as the barbarians. There are no sounds, however, of the barbarians laughing at this moment. That seems quiet from upstairs. That's a little unusual. They might be asleep. Yep. But
I'm running up the stairs.
Okay, so I'd have to put you on the other map. 1 second here. Let me go over there. I will.
You guys lost Dirok now.
Yeah, we've split the party. And I have to remember how I do this.
Shame on you. You know it's not supposed to.
This way, yes. Yes. Alright, let me now go over to that map and put you... I'm going to swap it out to dynamic lighting as well, because it just makes it so much easier at this point. I don't have to keep managing all of these different blocks. Alright, now Dirok, I've got you in the wrong place. Let me pull you down here. And put you on the stairs where you are running up. Okay.
Yep. I would assume that they're going to be talking for a little bit.
The horses have pulled, including Sangzor, have pulled off and are shivering and huddling against the doorway where the barbarians would be. The door is shut, but all of them, and even including the donkey cart, the donkey is like twitching and jumping, and their eyes are bugging out. Even Sangzor looks terribly nervous. If you've ever been around horses that are shying and something like a car has backfired or something, and their head is just tossing and their eyes are bugged out and there's foam coming out of their mouths, they're very upset. Something has disturbed them.
Alright. I guess while they're going to go talk or whatever, I'm going to spend 10 minutes to ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. Alright, so back to the other crew while he is casting Speak with Animals. And what are you guys going to do? Let me put him on GM layer for just a moment here so his token is not on 2 of them. Alright, what are you guys doing in the meantime?
I'm going to take care of my hands. And then just look at the rest of the group.
Yeah, Sylvia is bandaging and tending to her injured hands. Alright. Victor, Vlad, Apotus, it's yours.
Okay. I've backtracked and I have all of my spells at the appropriate thing. So I know what I've spent and what I've not spent.
Oh no, no one help. It's okay. It's not like we don't travel with a vampire.
Nope. Or you can just speak and heal up. Alright. Bonus comes over and he lay on hands 15 to Sylvia. And then 5 to himself.
It is not like you to abandon your hut.
I don't know how good your sense of smell is, but it was a little uncomfortable being in a room with all of you guys and having to pee.
It is hardly
Okay.
the first time.
I didn't have to go then. And besides, normally we were in better places where it was a lot easier and less creepy to go and do your business and come back and do stuff. Trust me.
Epotus uses divine sense.
Okay, give me the. Yeah, I've got to read exactly. And where are you directing this? And,
It's just an aura around me. So long as they have line of sight, I sense them.
Vlad, how do you normally handle that? A bottle or something? I don't have to worry about those things anymore. It's been a long time.
The gods
That
give
one,
me
I
many.
would say Apotus senses something.
Do I sense it directly in front of me?
No, no. You sense a clear residue in the hall of. I am going to say, this one is
Sorry.
hard to say. I'm going to call it. I'm going to give it a DM call of almost a celestial or fiend kind. It's an other planar kind of sense, and
What location?
it's like there is a residue of fog that goes. Let me get my arrow here. It's like the residue of fog that you can see kind of swirling in the hall goes this way and out into the main room.
It was Duroc. No.
That's news to me.
Right.
I deceived myself.
Vlad, do you have any healing ability remain?
I forget whether or not I've already used my bandages on.
Don't worry. I got this. I'm just gonna wrap them. They'll be fine. We'll just
No,
get
I'm
some
going
rest.
after Duroc.
Good luck with that. He is a man on a mission at the moment.
Okay, so you're following Duroc. Let me move your token.
I'm asking Vlad if I have some healing, though.
Oh, if you can. Oh, sure.
Yes, me.
Vlad
The guy at half health.
Vlad will slap Epotus with a. Let's make it a second level cure wound.
Ow, do you have to do it like that?
I will heal. I will first
Be
level
glad
healing.
it's not Duroc that's doing the touch healing.
I will slap myself with cure wounds at first level and then do healing word at first level for Epotus. Because it's a
So
bonus action.
17 plus 4 is 21 total points of healing.
21 from Vlad, and which one of those is Epotus?
The second one.
8 and 8
I
more
am
from
at
Sylvia.
full. Epotus takes the dash action after Duroc.
Okay.
And when he gets... Yeah, he goes after Duroc, basically, yeah.
Hold on, I gotta move your token.
Oh, I don't like this. I
Yeah.
don't like this at all.
Yeah.
Just don't kill each other.
Okay.
No promises.
So you are up at the top of the
Yeah.
stairs.
Duroc.
I'm communing with animals.
Yeah, he's concentrating on doing a ritual.
Epotus pulls out the sun sword and sees that Duroc is doing his usual talk to animals thing, and he takes up a defensive position.
Okay, so by the time they had their conversation and Apotus had to get out and up the stairs and various things have gone on, Duroc is able to speak with animals.
Yep. And so now I am asking them, what troubles you? Why are you all so frightened?
And the animals tend to speak in images, and they tend to they make neighs and bleats and what have you of that's like saying the word of distress and hideous and this, ugly, ugly, and you see this image in their mind of like a woman in a black tattered dress, and it streams out behind her almost like it was a long train of a wedding gown, only this is black. She is all wrapped in black. There is a black fog and tendrils of black streaming off behind her. Only her face is showing, and her face is this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous woman's face, but it's twisted into this maniacal looking joy as she goes streaming out through the exit out into the snow. She is
Out
floating.
into the snow.
She is floating.
And she's out into the snow.
Elvis has left the building.
Left the building.
Alright. I get back up and I'm starting to run outside. I shoulder check a POTUS to get out of my way.
You are crazy.
When you come in contact with the POTUS, he drops 9 points of lay on hands.
Into me?
Yes.
Alright, sweet.
And he follows.
I don't. Is it
And-
really worth all this right now? I mean.
Yes, it is.
I mean, really?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
Durak,
I'm outside.
I can't see that there's anything out here. Hold on. And I'm gonna do one more divine sense.
I'm not with you, but I'm just saying.
If we can't track her, we need to finish what we're doing here, and then we'll find her.
Yeah, there's no tracks in the snow. There's some fresh fallen snow. There's no tracks in the snow, and that's not terribly surprising to Durak because he could clearly see in this image that the horses and Sangzor and so forth gave to him that this woman was not touching the ground.
Oh.
She was floating out.
Could I get the image from Zatra? Because Zatra can just give me a full-on description because we're telepathic.
Yeah, and she
yeah.
would basically say that this woman with this ethereal gown, like these tendrils of gown streaming out behind her, and the woman was just blackness, almost like she was wearing a void, and but she streamed out through the thing, and her presence was so terrifying that it terrified even Zatra.
And with divine sense, do I get a direction for which way the fog is going?
It heads out the road and off the mountain, like it looks like it is headed out
Like it
into
just
Barovia.
takes off into the sky.
It has basically, to put it bluntly, it has been released upon Barovia.
Your POTUS puts a hand on Derek and says, whatever it was, it went out, and he points like up, essentially. Like there's no way we can follow it right now. We'll just have to keep an eye on it once we're done. An eye out for it once we're done here. We know what it looks like, or I do. Do you?
The other beasts told me woman with black, a beautiful face but twisted into a maniacal laughter.
We'll keep an eye out for it.
Both, if I recall correctly, both Epotus and Durak recognize the face.
Yeah,
Wait.
that was going to be a question, but
Yeah,
I was
actually
going to wait.
Okay, wait. Isn't that the woman that we were tempted by with the whole like, I'll let you be able to beguile anyone to do what you want?
That was the room that we fought in, and that
No,
where
you guys fought in
No, this was
May of
the
the lights.
This was the first one that we went into where Sylvia counter-charmed.
Yeah.
That room.
The
Yeah.
lovely woman was trying to talk you into setting her free because she would grant you the ability to beguile people.
Oh, so we recognize her as the one that was trying to charm us before.
Yes.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It just felt appropriate in that moment.
So then, yeah, Derek looks to Epotus, probably seeing the same recognition from him now.
Ow, kitten.
Yeah, there's no way we can we can take care of this right now. She's got the ability to fly, so she's probably long gone by now.
Who else was in there with us? There has to be someone else there. Someone
Well,
let her free.
the only one it could have been was Sylvia.
Sylvia told me she wasn't.
So
There has to.
she came into the room and it was broken.
That's what she told me.
That doesn't square.
She wouldn't lie to me.
So you think. Durak, and Epotus leaves Durak and goes back inside.
I do follow. I do follow with him. I saved her life. She wouldn't lie to me.
Zatra, keep an eye on things. You're doing a wonderful job.
I'm gonna get you a cat poster.
And Epotus starts heading back to the group.
Yep. Derek does the same.
Alright, now I get to have the fun and games of hoping I do this right again. I think I've remembered how I do this. That's 1. And that's 2. And let me pull you back onto the sheet so that you are actually joining us here.
This entire time while they've been up there, Vlad has just kind of been looking around, searching for traces of anyone else.
So, good news, we're still alive. Bad news, whatever got out, it's totally out.
Let me guess. It was one of the ones that I'd stopped you guys from touching in the first place?
It was a beautiful woman in a void-like black gown with a wide smile and floating into the sky.
Lovely.
I'm so glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, she would have probably eaten you.
You know, with my luck, probably.
Did you want me to give some sort of roll for looking around for a sense of it?
Epotus goes over to Sylvia and says, "Did you let that one out?"
Why would I?
Deception roll.
Okay.
Or
Insight.
persuasion, I can't tell.
And
and
insight roll, yep.
Oh!
Wait,
Don't worry.
That's a nat 20.
She has a plus 30.
Yeah, she can.
Oh! He sees through it!
He
You're
doesn't.
lying, aren't you?
Yeah, he's not 100% sure, but he's kind of got the feeling that that just doesn't add up.
He just leans towards Sylvia, like one of those like wide, kind of once red, now shifted to violet eyes. All right.
I'm waiting.
As you two were upstairs, you could tell that as you stepped out into the snow that it was probably about 5 a.m. There was a vague bit of light in the eastern sky, but it is still very early in the daytime. But you guys have not had a rest, not a complete rest.
Yeah, would we have benefited from a short rest, though, because we probably rested for at least an hour?
I will say that you benefited from a short rest, but have not had a full rest. So if you wish to do that, you can do it. Or if you wish to go back and have a full rest, you can do so.
Epotus wants to peek into this other room,
Okay.
like where it came out of.
Darok's gonna go ahead and make camp again.
Sylvia, come here.
Okay. Walking down.
Comes up, claps him over the head. So, what happened when you came in here?
I was behind that rubble over there, about to do my business because I can hold it. And frankly, I didn't want to just go in the room. That's kind of weird. So I heard noise, scream, so I stealthily and quickly moved down here. Jumped a little when suddenly door was created because I heard that noise. And tripped and fell into the shards, and that's pretty much what happened.
So it was already broken when you got in here.
Pretty much. And I did not see what happened.
I feel like I'm talking to my 4-year-old. Did you break this? No, it was broken when I got here.
Yeah.
You've been here.
Now prove it!
He
My
put his
best story.
turns.
One second. An aside for a story. When I was about 4, I had a little. My dad had taken a dowel and made me a little bow with a string, and then he took another dowel and put a notch on the end of it, and I could kind of ploop, ploop.
He put his turns, murmurs something to Sylvia, and moves the head back up.
And
what was that?
I shot it through the screen door. And little 4-year-old kid, I went out and got some grass and stuffed it in the hole to disguise it. Needless to say, it didn't confuse my parents.
Oh, it was just. But whatever did you murmur? I know my half-elfin ears could probably hear it.
Okay.
We need to rest.
Yeah. We really do. I have got.
Will the door stay secure, Vlad?
Yeah, there was a door there before. It's just that the door had been opened and then he stuck another door in it. So you've got 2 doors
He
there.
double doored it.
Okay, so I guess my question is this secure?
I still have enough power to make another hut.
Yes.
Do you need to use the bathroom?
Not anymore.
Okay. Holiday break. We'll see. We're not going home after we go.
Look, it's not the first time I've dropped the hut to duck out for a second. It was gonna be quick, and then something happened. One of the few instances that my bad luck actually just happens to happen. Besides, I wouldn't leave you guys in danger if I thought it wasn't safe for a moment.
Are you...
What?
He just gestures to the temple.
Look!
I'm going to
figured we-
bed.
This place of evil. This place of
I figured
unspeakable
we
evil.
cleared out enough of down here to make a difference.
Literally to the south of us is a doorway with flame skulls
And
waiting to come out. Waiting to come out.
And I didn't go down there?
It is not safe. There is literally stuff that wants to kill us in a room not even 50 feet away from us.
And ironically though, Sylvia is one of the stealthiest people in this group. Out of all of you, I'm still stealthier than you. Probably the only other person who could be stealthier is Victor.
Very, very sneaky, sir.
Stealth?
Yeah, and yes, Vlad, I fixed the coin.
Thank you.
So,
Just so lucky that Durak is so trusting right now.
Okay, so are you remaking your hut?
yes.
Okay, let me quickly redraw the
Vlad is lowering the stone door bar.
Also, I'll throw in this statement. I did it for you, Damien.
What?
No, that wasn't totally out of character though. It was just in response to Durock's lying thing. It's like, but I did it for you, Damien. Hey.
Okay. So
No,
you guys are
that's-
again inside a tiny hut with Apotus and Durock now standing side by side and actually helping
Oh.
each other.
Nope. No. I'm still slightly angry.
And the grudge returns.
What's Victor been doing all this time?
Victor has just been kind of watching this go down, just kind of tired and confused, like this doesn't really seem right. And he's going to take his position by the door as they're kind of getting ready to rest again.
Okay. So this time you are, I believe, able
He
to...
also never got an answer from Vlad about how they handle their bathroom issues in the hut, to see if her story adds up.
Well,
I
see, the
can
thing
leave
is,
the
like,
hut without
yeah,
making
everybody
it.
else but me can leave. So that's the only difference. Like, I have to stay within the hut regardless. Once everyone's inside, y'all can come and go as you please.
Yeah, Victor isn't normally in the hut, and he hasn't pissed for like 30 years, so he has to actually kind of puzzle these things out.
If
Well, you
you
better
ever
start
wonder
figuring out
why
who
he
you
gets
might be
grumpy
eating.
at times, now you know.
I haven't had a good piss in years.
I mean, that might be something you want to start figuring out soon because, I mean, you're going to be human again, possibly. Depending on how this campaign ends.
All right, so you are able, the doors get closed again. We'll just assume I closed it. And you are once again able to sleep, perhaps a little more nervously this time, but you might sleep a little lighter than you did before, but you do manage to get a complete rest this time around.
Yay!
So you can restore hit points, restore spells, whatever.
I don't have to touch anything, because I kind of already did it. I was just going off memory. Thank God I hadn't used none of my first levels.
All right. You guys finally stretch and wake up. You've been sleeping on a hard stone floor or whatever you managed to make with your bedroll. And so things are hard and cold and dark except for your dark vision or Vlad's magic coin. But you wake up, so everybody, including Durock and Sylvia, need to restore their hit points.
I thought I did already. Come here.
All right.
I forget, was there something you guys wanted me to prep? I feel like that came up last time.
Yeah, there was something that they asked you to do that you said you had it but didn't have it prepped. I don't remember what it was, however.
A couple of weeks back, I asked you to prep dark vision.
Actually, I think it was Greater Restoration that came up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but we don't-
You're in old man mode still, isn't he?
Yeah, but no. Vlad.
Oh, right.
No, we
fixed
had a
me.
45-minute
Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole
that's
diamond
right.
diamond
trying to get
We wasted
diamond
40.
dust.
Yeah, we've wasted 45 minutes just specifically to get diamond dust.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Anyway, so we're not going to waste any more time. I go up to the door.
Voice from the other
It's
side
a
says,
push.
"Come in."
Yep,
It's a push door.
I keep knocking until it opens. I'm a
It's-
polite barbarian.
Victor kind of squeezes under him and opens it just because it's too early to deal with this shit.
Thank you. Why do I? There. And I just walk out. Oh wait, hold on. And I go back and knock on the door.
Epotus kicks Duroc through the door.
You son of a bitch! You better roll an attack.
Still,
Oh dear.
Oh my god, not again. Stop, guys, come on. It's too early.
Oh dear.
We just started the day.
kicks him with the sun.
I take 9 damage from that.
Sylvia, does the hut dissipate, or are you still holding
Right.
it inside there?
Just trying to
Wait,
get
no,
him
it's
through
a,
the.
it's a melee. It's a melee thing. You do 5, right?
I'm just trying to get you through the door, you fat old man.
Now, Sylvia, again, give me your answer
So
again about the... Hold on, guys. Sylvia, what's your answer about the hut?
The hut's still there until I walk out the door.
Okay.
Kind of like the party don't start until or something.
Right.
I forgot how this phrase goes.
The party's not over until the fat lady sings, or whatever.
That was another one, but yeah, something akin to that.
Ain't no
Anyway,
party like a goth bard party.
okay, so he pushes you out the door and bruises you a bit in the process. What do you do now?
I kick the door back right in his stupid face.
Finally.
Just gonna move over here.
Oh god, guys, it's too early for this. Please, let's continue. We have so much to cover.
I say we look more in the north of the main reliquary area.
I'm game to go wherever. I mean, we know with at least one of the powers or whatever he took from here. There might be another one. Who knows? Where do you think we should look upstairs? Like actually go upstairs, or I mean, there's so many freaking.
There's
so many
also
pathways.
There's also the hole in the wall in that treasure room.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's look in that one.
Let's
did we
wait.
wanna-
Let's let one of us
Wait.
go through and
Sylvia,
see if,
are
because
you
there is
leaving?
that statue in that room.
Oh yeah, that thing's still there, huh?
So let's make sure
Sylvia,
that it
you're
doesn't
not with them.
awaken.
You're not talking to them.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I followed. I just didn't move the icon. My bad.
Okay.
So I'll go first, since if it does attack, I would be all right to take a hit, and if I can get past without awakening it, then the rest of you follow.
Fair enough. I guess I'll go last just in case.
All right, and I'm gonna go through the room.
All right, making sure that door was still open, and it is. Yeah, the door and the piles of gold and treasure are still just the way you left it, and the golem, the hawk-headed golem, is still standing.
Vlad, you stay outside. That's what Derek said. He said he's gonna go through first to make sure that the statue doesn't wake up. The doors will stay open.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Anyway, you go in.
Unless we close them.
Everything is just the way you left it.
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead right
And
over
hopefully
here.
they gave you. Yep. It doesn't move. It just stays in its same position. And hopefully you can get through there. If not, I'll move you through. They might not have given anything for token.
Yeah, I think I can. I go, hey, hello,
There's
can you
not-
hear me?
It
You
is
come here
just
often.
standing there. It's just standing there rigid with the hawk head facing out into the treasure room.
Okay.
Just looks like an amber statue.
All right, then I wave at them. I think it's just a statue for now. Just let's keep going through, and I'm gonna go on ahead and go through the cracks.
Don't touch the.
Epotus is going to ready chill touch. If the thing makes a move, he's gonna blast it.
Okay.
Oh, hey, there's stuff in here.
I'm just gonna wipe my forehead and just be like, oh man, I had to fight back such the urge to prank him. Oh, that was unfortunate.
It just Pat's just.
I bet it would get pissed off if we touched the piles.
I would.
I'm starting to think
so.
I'm starting to think it's just a regular statue. That there is a similar statue that somehow did come to life.
I will not take any chances.
I mean, Vlad has already said that he knows the statue is magical.
Hold on. Yeah, he recognized there's magic to it. But hold on just a second. I've got to identify that room number. And all of this
Sure.
is decided to open up again, which makes it very inconvenient. Alright, chapters. And I need Amber Temple. Because I need to see the picture here for just a second.
Yeah, maybe the statue in this room is like the statue of Argon Vesthold, that it's a trap that does a magic thing when something triggers. And maybe that magic trigger is that we take the treasure and it'll like explode or something.
It's a good thing we're independently wealthy.
I mean, but couldn't hurt to grab a couple of coin on the way out when we're done.
Well, yeah, when we're done. You guys already convinced me to do. Son of a bee! I forgot to do stuff again. I wanted to search those 2 rooms because we never searched those before.
As you step into this room, the floor is made out of rather gorgeous gray veined white marble, and the staircase is made out of the same material. Beautiful sweeping marble staircase that goes up. And there are crates, 6 crates scattered about the room, which seem awfully casual, actually, in a manner of speaking, because everything else is very formal in this room. It looks very clean and well cared for. There are 3 of those amber piles, again, that you've come to expect, carefully placed in their own niche, just like the others were placed.
I checked one of the crates. I guess the one that I'm closest to.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative?
Lovely.
Was that serious?
Yeah, it's serious.
For
crap.
him or for all of us?
All of you.
Ambush.
24. Oh yeah, I also have an advantage on initiative. I could get a 25. Nope. Alright, so I'm at 24.
Why would you do that? Like,
What?
you're already first in the order. Why would you do that?
Because I could be even more first in the order.
That makes no sense. Stop that.
No, I could have had 25. What if something else had 24 and was technically before me?
As you touch the crate and move it very slightly with just the slightest little shift, you hear a grunt and a snarl from inside, and bursting out, the side flops open, and all of a sudden Dirok has a flashback to a coffin maker's shop with exactly the
Son of a
same
bitch!
kind of crates. And as he growls and flops open, or her, whichever, flops open their crate, all around you, flop, 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 out come vampire spawns. All crawling out.
Be
with
careful,
this,
there are
like,
floppers.
spider crawl as they just, like, come for you. We come for you. Let's get you in order here so that we are ready to go.
Quick, push
Do you
Victor
guys
out of the way.
choreograph these things or something?
Who put you in boxes and why?
Why?
Probably that coffin
Here.
maker again!
Isn't he dead?
These are terrible boxes.
Why
Quit
do-
the shit and I will give you better boxes.
Strahd is the shittiest gift giver ever.
Happy
Why
birthday,
do you
have
all
someone
come
dead.
out at the same time? Have you choreographed?
They'll just come out. Ta-da!
All right, Duroc,
like the-
you are
it's like the-
facing. You laid your hand on the crate, kind of seeing it, and all of a sudden the side goes flop, and crawling out is this fanged face right in your face.
I'm gonna
I
say
think
nope,
this
nope.
is going to be the shortest fight ever, but anyway.
Yeah, yeah, nope. Get back. Well,
I'm gonna,
here, hold on.
I'm just
Do
gonna
I
yell,
see?
Victor, run!
Nope, nope. Do I see any pits that I can go and trip monsters into again?
No,
No,
this is
I want them to stay here.
It's not
They're staying
Last Night's Game.
here.
Sunya and Stannis
Yeah, no,
don't get to
so
throw
lucky.
things in.
Yeah, I'm
Nope,
absolutely leaving the room on my turn.
I see it come out. I fly into a rage and I use my spear and I'm like, nope, nope, get back in your box, and I'm gonna take 2 hits.
You are so lucky you go before opponent.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So that would be 12
Yeah,
and
that
21.
initiative roll is just Victor saying, nope, 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 nope.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna want to run out of here, like full dash movement.
And both, no, the second one hits, excuse me. The second one hits for 9 damage. And, I need a sheet. Okay. Okay. And got to look at their things here. And that is a magical attack. It's the Blood Spear, yes. So, yep, it takes the full 9 damage on that. So that one has taken 9. Okay. Right? Yes. All right. And anything else before they get their turns?
Nope. 2 attacks in my rage.
All right. They move in to everything they can see attacking. They move just like lightning. They just like crawl in a creepy fashion across the floor, almost spider-like across the floor.
That is what happens when you get into little boxes instead of a proper, well-constructed coffin. Your
If you're
arms
going
and
to-
legs are all wonky.
Victor, yell at their union later.
It's a wonky donkey.
Okay, so
I just imagine we're all going
Stop
to
Ugh.
So it looks like from the way they moved in here that I've got 3 on Duroc, 2 on Vlad, and 1 on Victor. So let's start with Victor. One of your brethren there is going to claw and bite at you.
If any of
16,
you survive this, take up carpentry.
16 and 17. They both hit.
Let's see. Yes.
All right, you take a total of 21, 6 of which is necrotic damage if it makes a difference.
It does. The rest is bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
Yes.
Let's see. So that's 6 necrotic plus 15 of the other type. So let's see. A total of 13. All right, I got it.
All right, let's have those claws and bites on Duroc. I'll do the one at the 5 o'clock position on Duroc first. Claw and bite. It's a 15 or 12. I think both of those miss.
Yep.
The one at the 8 o'clock position, claw and bite, is a 17 and a 10. Does a 17 hit?
Nope.
And the guy at the 11 o'clock, claw and bite, neither of those hit. 15 and 14. Now, Vlad, the one at your 11 o'clock will claw and bite. for critical miss on the bite. It bites its own hand as it reaches up. Does 15 hit, Vlad?
15 does not hit.
All right. The female one at the 1 o'clock claws and bites, and 25 will hit. That is 5 piercing and 8 necrotic, so a total of 13 damage altogether on Vlad. And with that, it is Victor's turn.
All right, so
recommend-
Victor lifts his hood for a second so they can see his obviously pale bald head, and he says, "I'm going to give you all some free advice aside from the carpentry thing. In just a second, this is going to be a very bad place to be a vampire. I'm going to run that way. Maybe you should follow me, and I will show you how to hold a hammer." He sprints out of the room.
And you went back into the Golem room, okay?
Oh, past it, yeah. He's gone.
Did you take the Did you take a disengage?
Let's see. It's only about 30 feet to get out here, so I guess I can afford disengage. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, very good. So they start to swipe at you, but they miss because you duck out of the way. With that, Sylvia.
Let's see here. Looking at the map.
You got
again.
one right next to you, and another one that missed Victor, probably going to be heading for you next.
Epotus and Vlad are whispering to each other.
The one right next to you is being stuffed back into the box by Derok as best he could.
So is it this?
In absence of a pit, you'll use a box.
Yep.
And Vlad ought to love the fact that there's a box to hide in.
Crap.
Listen, this is Vlad. Not Marty. Quit metagaming.
We are
Sorry,
referring to the Saturday night game, which Brett, I, and Mike all play in and have some very weird characters. Okay.
Okay. I don't want to hit Durok, but I may end up having to hit Durok. I'm sorry?
I mean, you already lied to me, so it doesn't matter.
I don't want you anymore.
Ah, God. This is gonna put such a strain on the relationship here.
Kids
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah, that
I know.
line, basically, if you're throwing like a thunder wave or something, that line is a very nice line.
Illumina.
Yeah, I know, it is. Such a target-rich environment. I definitely didn't want to use Shatter. I definitely didn't want to hit the amber things. So... yeah, I'll make it a baby wave with just level 1.
Okey-doke. It's CC 17 con. So
Constitution.
I'll start from the left here and do the con saves. That one.
Oh no!
Sorry.
Derok goes flying across the room.
This is the first time I actually rolled very
Oh,
bad
that
for a
one.
Constitution.
The first
Derok
two.
pinball.
The first
Yeah.
two have saved. I'm continuing. The third one failed. Let me put a dot on him so when I come back I'll remember which ones failed the save. This one, con. Come on. Failed. And put a dot on her.
Just know the second I realize what happens, I'm going to yell out, "I'm so sorry!"
And con.
I still only take half because of rage.
That
Yeah.
was saved.
Still.
And the last one failed, I can tell, because small. Okay, so this one failed. All right, so they are pushed back 10 feet, right? Doesn't
Double
say on
checking
there.
the spell. I want to say it's 10 feet. Could be
10
more. Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay, so this one goes 10 feet. This one goes 10 feet. Let's see. And this one, whoops, that is a very large candle. This one goes
It
10
really
feet.
is. That's a huge box.
Yeah, yeah. All right, and the other three are not pushed. Now let's see. The three closest to you take 3 damage each. So let me get those off.
So yeah, I get pushed out here then if it's 10 feet.
Ippotus whispers over to Sylvia, "What's your favorite color?"
Huh? Oh God, no.
And all the
Wait,
red.
why are we asking this?
Just answer really quick.
Blue?
Oops, I gave the wrong one.
Perfect.
Okay, this one takes another 3 because I only gave 3. And this one takes 6. And this one takes 6.
But yeah, as soon as she sees Durak going sliding back, she's like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry."
I don't hear you.
Yeah, he's in a rage. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll still say it anyway, so it'll make her feel better for the second.
Okay, it is Ippotus's turn.
Ippotus pats Sylvia on the shoulder and casts Dragon Breath.
Mm.
Oh wait, that's what you're gonna do?
He's giving you dragon breath.
So
Oh,
you now have a new action that you can use in combat, and you can have a DC 16 breath weapon for 2d6 lightning damage.
Okay.
Whatever. Other options.
I don't know how to work. I don't know how it works. I'm confused.
And then he pulls out the sun sword and he readies an attack on this guy once Vlad takes it.
Okay, Vlad.
Vlad is going to, let me read the description on this. He is going to grab his amulet of Ravenkind and use the Hold Vampires action, which is expend 1 charge, and every vampire within 30 feet of the holy symbol must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for 1.
Okay.
So I
Wisdom.
am
I'm
going
giving
to
those
affect
wisdom.
all of them. Wherever Victor is, if he's within 30 feet, he has to make 2, unfortunately.
He's way the hell down here.
Okay, don't worry about it.
He got out at dodge.
So far,
Would
they
it-
have all. Well, there's
Yeah.
one that.
I was just like, yeah, go ahead and drop those AoEs. I'm just gonna get
4,
out.
5, 6.
Screw. Yes, I'm going.
All right,
Victor
now you
currently,
said.
like-
Afterwards.
Hey, Vlad.
Victor's out here like setting up like a
Yes.
sawhorse.
Guys,
Sorry.
Vlad, your DC was 17. You said
No, for this amulet as a set DC of 15.
15. All right, they all failed except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one, let me get the red dot off, and I will. The one that has a blue dot on it is the only one that's saved.
And that is the thing I love about that is that it only takes 1 charge, and it doesn't take constant.
Okay, and
So
what action do they have to do? What effect does it have on them? Stop, Doc.
okay, so they're paralyzed for 1 minute. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns to end the effect. So at the end of their turn, it's basically like Hold Person. They get to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of them. Yep, and that's the paralysis.
Okey-doke. All right. So we have 5 held and 1 still running free. Run free! And
For my bonus,
You hear an echo off in the distance. I'm free. Anyway, and as a bonus,
My bonus action, I'm going to turn to Apotis, tap his sword, and cast Holy, which is a spell I haven't used. So how it works is basically it shines with bright light and dim light, sunlight for 30 feet. I think it's sunlight for 30 feet. No, it just says light. I'll check in Xanathars. All the weapon attacks deal an additional 2d8 radiant damage, and it is concentration for an hour. As a
And
bonus
30
action, I can
feet.
dispel it.
The 30 feet basically take you out to the edge of the far edge of the staircase where it goes up right here. So that pretty much all but the last 20 feet of the room is pretty much within the range of this effect.
Yeah, the moment the holy weapon is active, Epotus stabs this guy in the face.
Very good. Give me an attack. He is paralyzed, so you have automatic advantage on it. That is a definite hit. Is it the only hit you make?
Yeah, so that's...
I'm pretty sure it's the only hit he'll need to make.
Yeah, so if it hits, and then it's another 2d8 on top of that because of holy
Roll
weapon.
it. Okay, so 28 damage.
And
but
then
it's a crit.
So he's got the 2d8 on there, you know, all that fun stuff. And then he's gonna do it again.
Are you going to use a divine smite?
Yes, on the second one.
All right, so there's 18. Woo! Oh no, yeah, 18 plus you get the radiant damage again, right? The extra.
Yeah, the radiant damage on the versus undead one, it's already applied.
Yeah, but his special 2d8. Do you get that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one at the end.
Okay. Give me the other two so I know what the total is. Another 15, and
This is gonna hurt so bad once you roll all those dice again.
it's gonna have to hurt because these guys are pretty tough. Okay. Whoa. All right. All right. 10, 20, 30, 39, 47, 57, 66. I believe. Check me, but I believe you just did 66 damage on that thing.
I think you need to roll 48 more for the actual weapon attack itself. Like you have the divine smite and you have the holy weapon smite.
Oh, and then I have the other. Then I have the other two. Then I have the other two from the 18 for the first 18, and then I have another 48 from the first one. Okay, so I have another 68 to roll.
Okay, roll it. I'm going to use a calculator here. That's 14 plus 19 plus, oh god, 33. That might do it. It was still going to be alive, but that might do it. 99 damage. You have wiped that thing out. It is dead. It drops.
And then Epotus levels the sun sword at the one with the blue dot and says, "Next."
And that is the power of the support cleric. Vlad books it.
Okay,
He's going to duck out of the room.
All right, so
you still have your movement
attacks,
if you want to move, Vlad.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Attacks have advantage, and they're auto crits.
If they hit, they're
if it's paralyzed.
Yeah, if they're paralyzed, so if it hits, they auto crit. Yeah, and they can't take actions or do anything.
Yeah, no reactions.
I'm upset that I was moved, but I got moved to another target, so I'm going to take my frustrations out on him. And attack with advantage is 22, and that's supposed to be an auto crit, right? So yes. I have to roll 2 more dice because of my brutal critical and orc critical.
Yes.
Or wait, no. So an auto crit is two
The
weapon
same-
damage.
Yes, twice the weapon damage.
Then so that means I get critical,
You have
brutal critical,
2d6
orc
with-
critical.
The orc critical
Yeah,
only gets
2d6
applied.
from weapon.
The orc critical is only one additional dice because it's already applied when you do have a crit. So you don't roll the orc critical dice twice.
You have 1d6 from the weapon. You have 1d6 from the crit. You have 1d6 from the orc. You have 1d6 from the barbarian.
Yeah. So I
So you
So-
need to roll 3d6 more.
yeah, that's what I was asking. So roll 3d6.
Okay, so that's
So that would
26
be an additional
damage
12.
altogether. So that one takes 26 damage.
Choppy,
And
choppy.
then I'm attacking again.
And I want to double check something here. Okay, good. Second, I thought
Wow, a 1 and a 1 and a 2. That was a bad crit.
Okay, so you are striking again for. Okay, did that one hit 14? That one did not hit.
Oh, that one did not even hit. Okay,
No.
well that was bad 3d6 anyways. All right.
Okay.
So I did the 1. I'm good. I stay in my position.
And
Oh wait, hold. Is there a box nearby? I'm gonna try and stuff him back in that his
not
box.
near you. No, they're where you see them.
No. All right.
All right, the vampires snarl and hiss and move in on their next targets. Have to go around the box, so they've got to go over
Are
here.
they still paralyzed?
Oh, yes, they are. That's right. They can't move. One can. Let me put those back. They don't move in on anything. This one moves in on you. And paralyzed, that one can't make an attack. So the only
By the
one
way-
that can make an attack is the one by Apotus.
And they all take the automatic damage from being a vampire. And
Bright light.
Yeah. Do
Sunlight.
they get? Yeah. Would they take damage from the bright light?
Didn't you say at the end of their turn?
well, at the end of the turn, they get to make the save for the paralyzation,
Okay.
but they're in sunlight from holy weapon.
All right. So, what is the damage that they?
I believe
Most-
it's 20 damage.
Most
stops
vampires
them,
just
yeah.
take a flat 20 damage of radiant damage.
Why does this not have sunlight weakness showing on it? Going
If they don't
forward,
have
maybe
sunlight
this is-
weakness, then I guess don't worry about it.
Yeah. If they don't have some. Yeah.
I'm looking. It's got to have, and I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't, because all of these should have it. They've got vampire weaknesses list. There it is. Yeah, it's down under a whole different category. That's why I couldn't find it. 20 radiant damage when it starts its turn in sunlight. So let me give the 20 around the board here on every one of them.
Which, Apo, if you want to put a 30-foot radius.
Auras don't
30
work
foot
on
and
roll
The
60
20
auras,
anymore.
the auras
They
have
don't
stopped
work
working.
anymore?
No, they've
What?
stopped working. Yeah, they've got a goof up. It's not working.
What's going on?
The auras on roll 20, they don't really work anymore. Remember we've been having issues with like light and hey, the torchlight goes out to here.
Yeah, it's their aura radiuses have stopped working. There's a little tiny thin halo of the color around the token. That's all you can get.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so they've all taken 20 damage from the sunlight, and the one on Apotus is going to attack him. You have a hissing, clawing, biting thing trying to get at your neck, right there in your face, and a 20 and an 18.
None of them hit.
Okay, thanks to lots and lots of
I've
armor.
had better.
She hisses at you. All right, it is Victor's turn. What is Victor doing down there hiding?
Victor's just kind of sipping on some blood from his water skin, like, I am a smart man. I make good decisions. At this point, he's fully regenerated. He kind of calls over his shoulder, everything all right in there?
Oh, that reminds me. They've got to do their wisdom save, was it?
Yes, DC 15 wisdom.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to try and save. So we have the first one and the last one saved. So that would be this one. Take that off. And this one. Save. The other two are still paralyzed. And they also have to do... I've got to do one other thing because of them being vampires. And this one?
To be fair, he did offer the vampires to come with him.
He told them to. I give you fair warning before I murder you.
It'd be hilarious if one of them, like, slinked out here and he's like, so, carpentry, huh?
And any creature paralyzed does automatically fail dex saves.
Okay. All right.
Which is the
so,
thing on the dragon breath.
all right. So we are up to Sylvia. And you do have that dragon
I'll be
breath
right
ability, and he'll help you figure out
That's
what it
true,
is
yeah.
you need to do.
I'm assuming this one down here has not taken any hits yet? Or outside of the one I did. This bottom one right down
She's
here.
taken damage from the radiant or something, the sunlight, that's what it is. She's taken a small amount. She seems to get burnt by it, and then it somewhat heals. Radiant damage she can't heal from, so yeah, I need to remember that.
I'm just going to...
Actually, I
Like,
need to take off. They're
just kinda
all affected by that. Is there any of them that hasn't taken radiant damage?
Nope. They automatically take it if they start their turn in the radius.
Yes, I know that, but I'm saying, were there any that were out of it? So, actually, I have to take those 10 points back off again because they don't regenerate them. All right.
Haha.
Okay, Sylvia?
I'm just gonna look at that bottom corner one and I'll just, like, okay, here goes nothing, and then try out the dragon's breath. Just cause.
You're gonna
So-
love it.
How does it work now?
So basically, I click the spell because it's based off of my DC and everything.
Okay,
so
okay,
you
okay.
so you just rear back and breathe a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like, you just hear...
Okay, so, and it's 15-foot cone, so...
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
probably get these two.
Yeah, if you try
Yeah,
going
I'll
to the northern one, you'll get a POTUS, so yeah, you'd want to get those.
And I'm just gonna go big damage.
Yeah, you'll go all three of those there, yeah. Okay, so...
And since they're paralyzed, they automatically fail their dexterity saving.
Yeah, the one on the bottom is not paralyzed anymore. That one's free. I'll put a dot on it just so it makes it clear, but one, it's roll, and then this one up here is also now not paralyzed, so it's clear that they're free. And so these two fail and take 9 damage.
Now, is it a bonus action for doing the dragon's breath, or is it an action?
It gives you an alternative action to take.
Okay.
And the third one failed her roll, so she also takes the 9 damage. Okay.
So it's like instead of cast a spell or make
Gotcha.
or attack action, it's just some dragon breath. Yeah.
Okay.
so I can give it to Zatra.
Okay, so Sylvia's turn is
Flaming
over.
warhorse.
Or you have anything else up your sleeve?
I don't really have any bonus action stuff. I think the most I have is
Inspiration.
I have inspiration.
Do you still? No, it would have worn off by now.
Yeah, worn off. Sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I'll for this one time because she's like, huh, that was actually kind of fun, and she'll toss the and she'll just like thumbs up at a POTUS like, all right, cool, and that will be the inspiration.
Sylvia's bardic inspiration.
The magic thumb up.
And
Okay, POTUS.
It's like the anime thumbs up.
Yeah.
With the shiny.
Yeah.
Behold, there's light in my room.
Yeah, you POTUS just this one and slashes won't.
I think it's that kid on the computer when internet started.
Oh god. No,
13 does
hardly.
not
Yeah.
yet.
Nope, that's exactly what
I
it
will.
is. That's why
I will
can't.
actually use the inspiration on this attack to make sure that it hits.
Okay.
What is it, a 1d10?
It is a 1d10.
You just got to roll a 2.
Hey, look at him!
Yeah, just barely. Okay. So yeah, you hit, and that was 18. Any other damage that I need to add up before
That's the holy weapon damage, and then we're gonna do another attack.
All right. So we've got 30, 51 damage plus 8 is 58 damage. Okay.
man, that spell turned Apo into a powerhouse.
That vampire spawn is not looking real healthy. And it's all radiant damage, right? Anything in
Yes.
there that's not radiant damage?
No, it's a lightsaber.
Yeah.
He's
Boom,
funneling
boom.
the power of the
And then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to do a bonus action booming blade.
Uh-huh. So you do...
Oh no!
Oh, no.
It missed.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Okay, that's my turn. I got
Okay.
greedy.
Vlad.
Vlad is going to, as a action, keep his hand on his holy amulet of Ravenkind and expend 1 additional charge to try to paralyze all of. I'll have to make another DC 15 Wisdom saving throw against my paralysis.
So, which ones? Is it all of them or just one of them? Or what are you... I'm not quite... You can't see...
Every one of them.
Do you have to see them? Because you
Within-
won't be able to see some of them.
No, it doesn't. The description you gave me says as long as it's within 30 feet.
30 feet,
It
okay.
makes sense to be
Right.
within line of sight, but it's not within the description.
No, well,
so
it's like an aura that just pervades everything in that area. So a DC 15 what?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save that broke up on me. So all of them, we've still got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them made a crit fail on its save, and one of them made a crit save, so it balanced out there. All of them failed except the last one, which would be this top one again, saved. And what is the damage or effect?
They're just paralyzed. And then my bonus action, I am going to cast. What is it? Where is it? Spiritual. At 3rd level.
Okay. You said spiritual weapon, that last word broke up.
Spiritual weapon, yes.
Yeah, okay. What form does your spiritual weapon take?
Let's just do a mace. I spawn it in. I plop it right here. It's going to attack this one with an attack roll of 17.
Let me put you on the controller of this, and you can put it wherever you want to set it. Okay, go ahead and put it any place you want it. Let me. Can you?
Where'd you put it?
Let me give it sight. Hold on. So that you can see it. Should be able to see it now.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's going to whack that one. The attack roll is at disadvantage, or at advantage, sorry, because the creature is paralyzed. So it's an attack roll.
So it hits for 9. That's force damage.
It is force damage. It's supposed to be 2d8 because I said to cast it at 3rd level. It didn't do it for some reason. So I'm going to roll an additional one.
Yeah. 9 plus 4 is 13.
And then it's an auto crit because it's paralyzed, so I'm going to roll an additional 2d.
$13.20.
And that ends my turn.
Duroc. Brett,
I'm sorry?
your turn.
Oh, sorry. I had something else playing over in my headset. This one is not paralyzed, I'm assuming?
No.
The ones with
Alrighty.
nets are paralyzed.
Yep.
The blue dot is not.
Alright, doesn't matter. He's going down. Oh, no. That
No,
obviously
not that
does
time.
not hit. It's a good
No.
thing I did not yell reckless there, because
Oh,
that would have been a
jeez.
waste of reckless there.
That one
Hey!
hits, however. For
Again,
11
the
damage.
exact same roll.
Okay. There's no other hits on that. We will go on to the spawn. The one next to you will take its attack. These have all. This one had force damage on that much, so it would take. And this one is going to attack Duroc.
Bring it.
It didn't bring it very far. An 8 and an 11 isn't going to do much. Victor, what are you listening to out there on your vampire headsets?
Victor's like sitting there with a sawhorse, like, huh, no
Nobody.
takers, I guess. So much for making friends my own age.
Okay, Sylvia.
I'm. Huh. You know, for the first time, I actually have something funny to say on this. I'm going to look at the vampire still in front of a POTUS and it's like, oh, I thought you guys were supposed to have a little bit more, bite.
Are you insulting them?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because
Okay.
they can't really do anything, so it's like,
And
it's supposed to have a little bit more bite.
Okay, let's see what she rolls. She rolls a 3. And she is very humiliated by the fact that
And
she
then,
can't bite.
and then on top of that, they took the psychic damage, and they have disadvantage on making next attack roll before end of its turn. If it can make any sort of attack damage.
Okay. Epultus.
How badly busted up does this thing look?
It's, of all of them in here, it's probably in the worst shape, and it's not looking real healthy. It's pretty well cut and bruised and burnt, and yeah.
Being mocked to death.
Okay. Say what?
It's also being mocked to death.
Yeah.
And boiled
Good.
from the sunlight.
You
Yeah.
know what? This thing is I'll I'll just let you deal with that one. And he comes over here and stabs this one.
You know, there's something about the music in the background right now that's...
It's so fun.
It's a
so
little-
much
It's
fun.
a little unsettling.
When you were in Death House, I had that music box sound from the old Dark Shadows TV series, and with that creepy music box sound in the background. That's what it sounds like. That's a hit.
So that's plus 2d8 on the crit from the sword, plus 48 from the thing.
So 51, is that the total?
Are you
On the
using a
bottom.
divine smite?
No.
Okay.
Okay, 51
I am
damage on
saving.
this one.
I'm pacing myself today.
And that one now is looking about in as bad a shape as the one you just left. It's not looking so hot.
And then same thing to the one above it.
Okay. That's not a hit. Oh, wait. No, you have advantage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I
so-
do have advantage. Yeah.
Okay, so that will be the crit and the... Okay, so that's 49.
And then Epotus continues walking to be about 15 feet away from Sylvia.
Okay. And all that group that were around you are all looking rather more peaked than they normally look. Vlad,
First, I wanted to ask a question of: did they seem to take their sunlight damage, the automatic, on their turn?
I did not think about that. I also did not give them their wisdom save to see if they broke it, and I was ignoring that. What is the? It's it's 20, isn't it?
Automatic 20 damage, and the wisdom save is DC 15.
All right, so this one wisdom save fails. This one wisdom save fails. This one wisdom save succeeds. This one wisdom save fails. Okay, we are on to Dirok. Or wait, have you taken a turn, Vlad?
No, that was just the
Yeah.
catch up from the...
Right, it was. Yep, that's what I suddenly realized. Okay.
My bonus action, I'm going to use to smack. Let's smack this one. Well, my
Okay.
action, first of all, is I'm going to use another charge from my amulet. So
Okay.
they all have to make that saving throw.
Well, 2, 3
You
of them I
shouldn't
don't
have
have to worry.
given me this thing.
It's part of the game.
Do you want to spend them all now? Is my question.
It's gonna be... This is...
Remember, you have a castle full of these things.
Yeah. I regenerate the...
All right. So it is, and it's all of them that have to make it, right? Okay, so the 2 that were not...
So you might as well only make it for
Yeah.
these 2.
Yes, I have. And the 2 that were free are now not free.
The
I
one
love
I'm
it.
up against is still
The one you
Oh.
were up against is paralyzed now.
okay.
My bonus action, I am going to take another swing with my
16
Still alone with
hits.
rolling 1d8.
And you kill that one.
Oh, I won't bother with the rest of the damage then.
Okay.
Vlad is going to step once more into the room and away from the statue that might very easily crush him. And
Dillock.
Smashy, smashy.
Yep, and you got advantage on that one now. It didn't matter.
23.
23, 23. 10 damage.
Oh yeah, and
And a
it's
crit.
an auto crit.
so an additional
3d6.
3.
So 13.
Man, with our group, these
Oh,
crits
it
get
dies.
Yep.
Poof, Ash.
All right. Let's spear kill. I get 8 temporary 8 points. I'm going over here and I'm going to attack this one then.
You
16.
hit. 16 hits. 12.
What? You made the noise.
And 13 is 25. Okay. And it is their turn, so they need to take the 20.
20 radiant damage.
That one goes away. That one goes away. There's only one remaining.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah, and it will. It
Dun,
can't
dun.
attack, but it can try to break out.
It's paralyzed. At the end of its turn, it gets to save.
Yeah, it's at its end of its turn, and it rolls a 19. So
So
Not for long.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Victor. Anything?
Nope. He's kind of like calling back, like, it's been a while. You done yet?
are we not terminating fast enough for you? Would you
Sylvia?
like to join?
It's only been 18 seconds.
I think I'll pass.
Sylvia, can you kill steal this last one from Diro?
Probably. But you know what? I'm going to just go. You know what? I think this one's all yours, Duroc, and I'll shoot him an inspiration too.
Ah, you are inspired.
All right.
Her lovely music just inspires you totally.
Because, you know, he has a friend in me.
You got a friend.
You
Yeah.
got a
Yeah,
friend of me.
because you see, she would never lie to me.
Right.
Guilt tripping is fair game in Dungeons and Dragons.
Unfortunately, I am.
These lands here.
I am unguiltable.
Hippopotas?
Unfortunately.
POTUS walks up and stabs it in the chest.
Damn it, Sylvia!
I didn't. Hey, I didn't kill steal it from you.
Are you kidding me? No, but was it paralyzed?
Nope.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
If
Oh,
it was
it wasn't.
paralyzed.
Or
If it
was
That
wasn't
was
it?
the one that
paralyzed,
broke
then
It's
I
free.
missed.
paralyzation.
You're right,
Yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah, it's
Because
okay. So you missed on both of those. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, he swaggered up
That's
just
what
a
you get for
little
kicking
too
the door in my
secure.
face.
Yeah, he's just a little was a little too secure about like the pro golfers that have their ball like that far from the cup, and they go up and they just casually type it in, and it goes and goes off across the green.
And he's going.
Okay. So,
All right, Vlad, maybe you can do it.
for my action, I'm going to cast. I'm going to waddle up and try to cast Inflict Wound at second.
You probably don't need second level.
Just
Fair
remember,
enough.
Duroc, I didn't kill steal it this time.
I mean, I'm just gonna blame you anyways.
How much damage do you do on your inflict wounds? Well, you've still got your hammer, your mace. So yeah, I don't think you need to blow a second of it. It's in real bad shape. All right, it is still just a whisper alive.
And then here comes spiritual weapon for the bonus action.
All it's got to do is hit for 3 points.
Ah, I missed.
Nat 1. Nat 1. Nat 1.
I mean, I
Dear
think
Rock.
my words are telling you guys that you shouldn't be kill stealing this from Durok.
All right,
I'm gonna
Dear Rock.
guarantee this.
Yeah,
Reckless.
Yeah, all you got to do
It's
is
not
hit
a
it for
guarantee.
3 points. And
There we go.
There we go.
Regardless of whether you hit it or not, it was going to die on its turn from being in.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys stealing my kills.
We're a team, Dirok.
Yeah, so I look at
Apodus. Begin.
I look at Apodus, and then I look at Vlad. No, it's like this, and I just stab it right in the face with my spear, not even looking at it.
You're now out of combat and in a room with 6 empty crates and 3 big hunks of amber.
POTUS sheathes the sword. You can come in now, Victor.
All right. Victor, with some caution, will make his way in. And he then looks around to try and find some blood bags or something from the vampires.
I don't think D&D has blood.
I am going to
Well, gerbils or water skins full of blood, or
before Victor enters
they were
the
all
room,
carrying
Like-
little booze that they, and by booze I
Sylvia?
don't mean BOOZE, I mean BOOS, like mince, little boo
All right.
character.
Victor.
Before
Victor
wait,
will
hold on,
collect these.
hold on a second. Before you even enter the room, good sir, and the POTUS has put away the sword, I'm going to minor illusion the sun in that entryway. As
It's
you
not
walk up.
shedding any. It's not shedding any light, but it is the sun. It's a 5 foot
It's
sun.
going to just illuminate as an illusion the sunlight still in the room.
Oh, it doesn't really look gritty. Can you put that out?
Okay. No, you can come in. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not so sure about that one.
Do you really think that if I actually wanted to sear Vivian, I would just do it while you were in the coffin and stationary? Now get your ass in here.
I think maybe your eyes have just adjusted to the light and you're not really noticing it anymore. It's probably Vlad. Quit that shit.
I don't think you are noticing the giggling half-elf in the corner.
She's always cackling about something. Put out the spell.
Fair enough, but I'm not the one guessing it.
Okay, POTUS, put it out.
POTUS casts minor illusion to put a crate around the sun.
Oh, come on! I never get to have fun with anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, much better.
I'll dispel mine.
I walk over to the spell and I'm starting to swing my spear right through it. Go away! Go away, boxing sun!
So
Derek,
Victor.
And I'll just pull Durak aside and show him, like, look, I can do this, and I'll just do a miniature sun in my hands as a minor big image.
I bring my spear up and I'm ready to attack
hey, my hands.
Put that away. And Victor is collecting the blood. He samples one with kind of a judgmental face.
POTUS comes over to this amber and looks at it.
I don't care. I don't care for the ambers. They offer nothing.
As you get close to it, you hear Tenebras, tenebras. Great magic. I will give you knowledge of high level spells.
Okay.
I don't like how you haven't that silence.
Everything like cut out for me.
Oh,
I thought there was more.
Now,
No.
question: Did you guys mention
It
at all
offers
to
you the knowledge of high level spells.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. And then he goes over to the other one.
Now, question: Did you guys mention to Sylvia that there was an entity that escaped?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
yeah, a woman in black with a beautiful face, but
Oops, sorry.
misshapen to look maniacal.
Gown of Void.
Yeah, I'll just look over at the ambers and then look at the protestants. Like, I know the temptation's really great. Trust me, I heard one that was interesting myself. But if what you said is true, and there's this like void-robed thing flying around out in Barovia, do we really want to unleash more horrors that are probably going to be just worth this try?
Yeah, let's leave that stuff alone.
Well, we're trying to figure out which one Strahd spoke with, right? And he
Well,
touches this
I mean,
amber.
Well, I mean, we figured
It'll be
out that it was the
broken.
one. We figured it was the broken one that was saying eternal life.
Yeah, the broken
Touches
one
this
on the
one.
bottom was probably the one that he did. And I need to, as you approach this one, I've got to look at your sheet real quick to see which effect it is going to have on you.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm just gonna start humming a fun little tune to start counter charming. Fill the room with the song. Do the counter charm.
The face that approaches you, it almost it reminds you a bit of Strahd, but it's clearly not Strahd or a relative. But the face is drawn and long, and it looks at you oddly, and it seems to study you for a bit. And finally, you hear in your mind, "Not ready yet."
Not ready for what?
My gift.
And what is your gift, old one?
Too precious to even offer you. And you feel the entity just pull away from you.
Ooh, he just
That one actually is interesting now.
This one doesn't like me.
Oh.
Come on, let's go.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't be charming to all.
I've already gone upstairs while they were checking the amber stuff.
Okay, are you
I need to check this other.
okay? The last one, that's the eastern one, and you see a vision in your mind of one of your team members lying dead on the floor in front of you. And you walk over and you simply hold your hands over the dead team member, and it rises up, and you can see all of them standing around in awe, just so impressed with the fact that you have raised this dead team member from death and is alive again. Basically offering you a resurrection gift.
Neat. POTUS puts his hand on the pommel of his sword.
So what did that one offer? Or not offer? Or insult?
My apprentice back.
hit me right in the feels.
That sounds like it's offering a lot with very little consequence, which means the consequences are probably greater than what you really want. These things all seem to want something in exchange for their so-called gifts, huh?
What do you want for this gift?
Release me.
Who are you?
Leave it alone, the Potus.
I am Zidane.
Would I have heard of this before?
Give me a religion check.
Book learning was Vlad's job.
No, you haven't
No, it
heard of this
wasn't.
one.
Vlad says, once we are done with Strud, I can bring him back. I just need access to the treasures in the record. Unleashing more evil here will only cause future problems.
I mean,
I
it sounds like
suppose you're right.
it sounds too good to be true, but I mean, these were locked in a closet, for goodness sakes. They can't be that strong.
He looks back at the amber, but then starts going upstairs.
Okay, so let me
Durok's already been upstairs for a while.
get you all set up on your tokens on the upper level. 1 second, I gotta grab the old one from Apotus and Rock that were down in other places. Get you guys up here. Come on,
No, smack.
All right, let's see. Durok went up first. I just need to know the order so I can put you on the stair in the right position here. Durok went up first.
Yeah.
Okay, you will be there. Who went up behind Durok?
Vlad.
All right. Who's
I thought
behind
you were gonna be
Vlad?
downstairs.
Yeah.
Victor.
Okay, and then Sylvia and Depotus.
I would have followed after Apotus.
Okay. All right, so let me now transfer the ribbon over so you guys can see where you are, and I've got to take something. This one. Transfer this over, and you need to go there, and you need to go there. Okay. Can you all see up at the top of the map?
I can see only the room that we're in. I mean, I can see us as well.
Yeah, but you can see, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you're only supposed to see the room you're in.
I can see a bunch of rooms. Oh no, because I got Zatra.
Uh-oh. Someone went away.
It was Lynn. She disconnected for some reason.
Yeah.
I think she must have had a internet disconnection because she is completely offline.
I think so.
Hopefully her computer didn't crash, but... Yep. I'm going to while we're waiting for her to hopefully reconnect, do something here because of Twitch.
Come on.
Come on, Sylvia. Go ahead. Let me just stick the photos back up on the visual for right now.
My phone does not want to work. There we go.
sticking pictures back up for the moment. And me, however, I'm going to try to actually put in, because I like to wave my hands a lot, and I like to be visible.
So, oh, yep. I see her in chat in the in game. Discord just
Yeah,
booted
I
her.
see it. I see it.
So, question, DM.
Yep.
Since I had already stated that I was going upstairs while all that stuff was going on, do I get free reign for like a minute?
Yes. Yeah, you would have been up here wandering around in this room. There are some of those continuing lights that you've come to find in a lot of the rooms that just, they don't seem to have a flame. They just seem to burn on their own. You see several of them are spaced on candelabras around this room. There are couches. It's a very comfortable looking room, actually. It is well kept, and it looks like just a comfortable place. And around the edges of the room, all over the room, there are bookcases that go clear up to the ceiling that have scrolls and books in them.
Do I notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, it's an empty room. There doesn't appear to be anything alive in this room.
I wouldn't. I can't really see anything. Is this a wall here, or? Because like I can't. I see only. I see the bookcase, but then I see black behind the bookcase. I
They
don't see if
are,
there's
let
a
me see
wall.
if I've got, I must have, let me turn off the, make sure I've got set the way I want it. Fog of War is not enabled, so the dynamic lighting must be off a little bit, because it should be over where you don't have that problem. Let me take a look at how it's, yeah, it's been moved here a bit. I'm trying to get it to move.
Oh no! Now you made the other wall go away.
Yeah, it's having a few problems. I can't seem to get it to.
I guess you could just describe me. I don't see like a door or anything.
There isn't anything obviously in existence. Are you going to search the walls to see if there's anything?
Well, I mean, if there's no doors, then yeah, I'm searching if there's any like secret doors.
Give me a perception roll, please.
Perception roll.
Ah,
22.
as you move around the room, you see a couple of places where there seems to be an imperfection. You see one right here to the south of you. And that'll,
Oh, so right here?
yep. And you see one here.
Hmm. I'm gonna go to that one first. I'm
Hang
gonna
on a
push
second.
on it.
Let me put the videos back up on everybody
Yes.
because we've got all the videos
Sorry.
back here. So
Yep.
one second.
Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because Discord was like, we can't hear your microphone operating through the Discord. I'm like, really, you stupid service. Better than Skype, though.
Okay, I think I've got everybody back where they need to be. All right. So, Durok's been wandering around this room, and he's found a couple of open doors. These, let me go to, I want to see if there's anything I've missed that I need to tell you about this room. This is floor to ceiling bookcases is basically what you're looking at here on this thing.
Oh, it would have been nice if we rested here. Yeah, not quite as defensible, but damn, it is nice.
Very cozy.
I'm gonna make my way over to a bookshelf.
Why? 30.
Okay, I need to put you down. You're
All right,
too
this
much in
stone
space.
library has 20-foot high walls and a 30-foot high vaulted ceiling, so it vaults to a peak in the middle. Covering the ceiling is a fresco that depicts angels being set ablaze in hell.
Oh God.
Wait, what? Angels being set ablaze and what?
Hell.
Oh, wow.
A black marble railing encloses a marble staircase that spirals gently down a 30-foot wide, 30-foot deep shaft to the north. That's the one you came up. Against the gray walls stand 6 10-foot tall black marble bookcases. On their shelves are hundreds of well-preserved tomes. Embroidered rugs, chairs, and lit candelabras fill the southern half of the room. There are no ladders here to reach the top shelves.
Oh, I've already pressed on wherever this area is for that door that I found.
Okay, so you are trying to open that door?
Yep.
Okay. Let me open that door for you, and we are about to quit. We ran late because of the late start, but I will open that door for you, and it opens into like an empty room that seems to go nowhere exactly. You're not quite sure. Maybe this is a storage room or something.
I think I'm gonna look around. This is very weird, so I'm gonna do another search to see if I see any more doors.
Okay, 1 second. I'm still trying to get this.
It's also doing the same thing in this room that I
Yeah,
can't
I
really
know.
see.
I know. The whole thing seems to have gotten deformed somehow. I don't know. The whole darn thing is deformed out, and I'm trying to get the stuff to. It'll be all G-whoppered, and next time I'll have it back on Fog of War. But this
Okay.
time I'm having to make do with what I've got. You do hear where this deformity is. You do see. Give me another perception roll, I guess.
Perception. Ugh, 11.
Yeah. So there. Obviously, there's one there, but you do not spot that one.
Hmm.
Okay. As we end this for tonight, what are your plans for what you're going to do here as we end the night?
I am
Probably
going to.
explore these discrepancies in the wall.
Yeah, Darok's gonna start making doors in these walls because this is just a if there was like something left in this room, he would understand. Oh, it's a secret treasure room. There's nothing in this room. There's something else going on with this room. So he's
Okay.
gonna he's gonna make his own doors.
There's bookshelves with books, correct?
Yes.
I am going to start investigating the books by reading the spines to get an idea of what stories or what knowledge they may have, and then figure out if there's something amiss about that.
These are narrow books, and as you study and slowly interpret the various languages and readings and try to figure out what they are, take some of them out of the shelves and so forth, it looks to you as if you have stumbled on a library of basically every spell in the world.
I guess I'm going to try to start seeing if I can't find the spell to make those amber crystals. If they were indeed done by a spell.
I thought that would not be found in here. Basically, what you have here, I'll just tell you, Osili, is you have every spell in the player's handbook.
In scroll format?
In book format. They're books. There are a few scrolls laying around too, but between the scrolls and the books, somewhere, if you can reach it, might be on a top shelf way up 10 feet, but somewhere in this room is every spell that's in the player handbook.
Almost makes me wish I was playing a wizard.
Yeah. Makes me wish I was.
Live with your choices, boys.
And that is where we will leave it, is with you drooling over the books.
Please don't drool over the books.
And or secret rooms.
I could multi.
I hate libraries.
You guys, this episode ends with you guys hearing a knock on the door, where there is no door.
Did you do that, Iceely?
Yeah, I would be doing that, Iceely. I would be doing it where I'm currently at the wall,
And you
where
hear
apparently there is
a
no door.
deep hissing voice from the other side saying, "Come in."
But there's
And
no
that is
handle.
Where we will leave
No.
it.
Don't do that.
I think I found a friend, guys.
Yeah, you might have.
Hopefully, you'll find out who your friend is next week. And with
I gotta
that,
make a note of this.
we will say goodnight to all of you in DD land. If you haven't yet, start your own game. It's a grand time to be with friends. Good night.
I need to keep that reminder there. Sorry. Oh.